What's going on, everybody? We are continuing the party from Cheetos Live earlier today, which was awesome. And we're all back. We're just kind of waiting on Maddie to join.
He said he had to eat some cake.
But real quick, let me say what's up to Psycho, Angelo, One Moon, Cole, who's obviously here, Maddie, Mind of Milton, Neil McKenzie, what's going on? Homer, what up, dude? And Joseph S. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. We were just talking backstage about Cole's new knot he was showing us. Yeah. That is looking good. Here, let me,
It's a big fucker.
Yeah, there you go. Chef Rocky, what's going on? Donnie Bless in the house. What's up? Lenny Bianchi, what's going on, dude? Yeah, I think you nailed it, Maddie.
He knows my background.
I mean, probably. We'll see. I mean, I love Winter Bladecoat. He is a homie, and he is a freaking amazing creator. So I kind of can't say no to a freaking big factor. That just sounds of like more awesomeness. What up, Stevie? How you doing? And
It's a pretty small knife to begin with. I wonder how big the XL is going to be.
Yeah, like I don't really have a complaint about the size on the standard factor, you know? So I can only imagine like a bigger one would be even doper, more comfortable, but like how big, you know, in the grand scheme of things, does that thing need to go? I don't think of like sheep's booty blades as necessarily being like massive, you know?
Well, you're wrong and those are lies, but
Hey man, you know me. I go for my pokey stabby big boys.
Damn.
Dude, this is Cheeto. This is what we were talking about earlier, that if Javon had this would be like a four-handed knife for him.
Oh yeah. For me too, man. I might have to two-hand that thing. I don't know.
Dude, I mean, for me, it's 2.5-hander.
Whoa, what the hell does Cole have? What is that?
Yeah, that thing's sick.
What is that, man?
the Hannibal. Can't think of the company name. Starts with a Q. Quartermaster.
Yeah.
Damn, that's nuts, man.
Chef Rocky,
Yeah,
I got
the largest one I got.
Yeah, I mean the Mayhem's still bigger, but
yeah.
What's the Mayhem weigh?
I think I remember it being close to like 9 ounces or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, you were saying the blade stock's pretty thin for a knife that size.
I mean, it's not like 1/4 inch, you know, or anything crazy like that. But yeah, like it's a surprisingly slender knife for how big it is. But like, that's still a big ass chunk of S35, you know? So.
Yeah,
What
this one's, I think, 11.5. It's got a big old 1/4 inch stock.
damn,
Dude.
If we ever link up and meet in person, please have that on you. I want to check that thing out.
It's ridiculous, but it's one of my favorites.
It's awesome.
Didn't you trade Brant for that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I thought I remembered that trade.
Old Brunt.
Dude, I was really, really close to pulling the trigger on the Tour Chasm XLT a little while ago. Cheeto, if you don't know about the Tour Chasm, by the way, the Tour Chasm is like a standard like tour knife, and it's a little bit smaller, like 3.25-inch blade, whatever, Tonto, all of this stuff. And they made a version called the XLT. So imagine a 3.25-inch bladed knife with 1/4-inch thick steel.
I can imagine it. I've checked out their stuff at the shows. I've probably handled it, but I can't remember the friggin' name right now, because every time I go to the booth, I always gravitate towards the field knife that they have. Like
yeah.
Thing's badass. It's just I still want to drop the money for it.
That's the only thing that like holds me back, because I'm like, it's a lot of money for like a knife, for a knife in general, but also a small knife that I'm buying for the novelty of just basically being a 3.25-inch axe.
Yeah.
It's not gonna slide.
I wanna design a 1/4-inch stock knife.
Yeah,
I love those so damn much.
Well, that's what mine is supposed to be. It's supposed to be a 1/4-inch. So
it's really hard to get those made though.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. What up?
You pretty much have to make them on your own.
Steve Clare in the house and Beeper Baron. What's going on, guys? How you guys doing? Oh, Beeper Baron wants you to show how your knives are displayed behind you.
Oh, it's just my little hanging sorter thing. I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, that's actually really
They're
cool.
meant to hang on the back of doors to organize shit. And I just have them on that bar.
Yep. I think that's what Ben Peterson copied with his burrito.
If it works, it works.
Right?
Yeah.
I ain't fancy.
Well,
What up, Point Thing? What up, Todd Carr? How you guys doing, man?
so Kyle, that's how shower curtains work, though. They usually have holes for the rings, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. This one was a generic organizer, but the purple one and the other blue one I have over there, those were actually for ladies' underwear. And I have some sunglass ones on the other two walls, or on two of the other walls.
Hey. Stevie, I just saw your message about the whatchamacallit, the Wi-Fi. Sorry to hear that, dude. But if you do get it to work, you are more than welcome to join, as always, my dude. Infinite invite. And Kyle, you have a standing invite, by the way. So if you ever want to hop on, you're more than welcome to.
Yep. I'd love to see Kyle.
Yeah, man. Even if he doesn't show his face, like,
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
I'm totally down to have Kyle on the stream, dude.
I've been told
He's trying to maintain his professional image.
Rochambeau, what's going on?
What's up, Rolly?
What's going on?
Love this man. If you guys aren't following Rochambeau, give him a follow, please.
Especially if you like wacky sound effects.
Yeah. And if you like big knives, Rolo is like, it's so funny, man. Rolo and Maddie are the only two people that I know that are super into Midgard Messer knives. Brian F. Yes. What's going on, dude? Yeah, Kyle. Once that wit sec like passes, you got a place here, man. Dude.
He's,
So
he's Mr. Thompson.
at a certain point, I got an interesting question to ask everybody, care of Joe, aka Lancelot Leather, and I may actually make a video about it, but we'll get to it later. I definitely would love to hear your.
Thanks for leaving the suspense up.
Yeah, hey, I got to get that retention going, man.
Not going to be able to relax now. Looking
Actually-
forward to being interrogated later.
Speaking of keeping the suspense up, this isn't really like public knowledge, but I planned a little surprise for Cole and Maddie, and I got an update on the surprise. It's nearly ready to ship, which I'm very excited about. So I'm just gonna like tease you bastards with that info. Yeah.
Oh, let me take more anxiety medication here.
Now here's a good question. Can you always do small tasks with big knives, man? Sometimes they get in the way.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Depends on what you're working on.
And depends how big the knife is. Like this one, I can choke up pretty well and pinch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
that's a good size.
Yeah, like I was messing around yesterday with that the foam board you were telling me about, like to kind of like contour the handles, and I was using the Tucson, the TS 144, and it was a little bit too big to kind of like make the turns and get into the tight spots. So I had to put it away and break out a razor blade because it was too big.
Yeah, dude. Well, if you just for like dealing with the foam, I always use just your standard X-Acto.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't have one. I should have bought one when I bought the foam board. And I was eyeballing it. I'm like, maybe I should get one. I'm like, nah, I'll be fine.
Dude.
I'm designing one, kind of.
Exactly. You're making the scalpel.
What's going on, Top Dog? And happy belated birthday to Sharp Guy. Everybody, if you didn't say happy birthday to Sharp Guy, do it now. Throw HBDs in the chat, Because Sharp Guy is awesome.
Happy birthday. Woo.
Crispy, what's going on, dude? I have gotten your text. I got your sexy OnlyFans pictures, man. Dude, I apologize for not replying. I have been in a deep, dark QC hole the last 2 days. So I promise I'll get back to you, but I figured you'd rather me get your knife to you first. So, but much love to you, Crispy, man. I really hope you're doing well. And just so you know, Crispy did send me some sexy pictures.
So my family uses Telegram for, group chats and stuff like that. Recently, I don't know who, but someone renamed the chat to OnlyFam, which I found hilarious.
That's awesome. I love that. And yeah, dude. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I mentioned the surprise. The surprise is a good surprise too. I'm very excited about it. Like, I wish I could tell you guys, but I think it'll be even cooler when it just arrives to your door.
It's always fun.
Yeah, man.
Random stuff arriving.
Yeah, surprisingly, they do, Palmer. Dude. All right.
Can you guys hear my keyboard when I'm typing? Or...
Yeah, but
Yes.
it doesn't bother me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bothers me, Dick.
Everything bothers you, though.
What are you talking about? I'm easygoing. Nothing gets to me.
Yeah, it's like
Dick.
it's an old gaming keyboard I bought like 8 or 10 years ago, and it has a lot of spring to the keys. So
That's the best, man.
yeah, it's loud. It's great for gaming, but it's loud for this stuff, man.
I just not too long ago, like I got like a real keyboard, you know, like a modern sort of like keyboard, and you can change out the switches in it. And I changed mine for those really clicky, like, you know, like clacky keyboards. It sounds so good, man. It's like it feels good to type on them, you know.
Yeah, like it helps you with the no look while you're typing and stuff. Like, but I still fucking look.
I keep 2 separate keyboards, one for if I'm like playing games and stuff, and just one save space on the desk.
Nice.
Nice.
Easy to move around, wireless.
Is this one? It's
Yeah.
It's wired. I used to use it on my desktop, and then I got rid of my desktop and just went to the laptop, and then I fucking dropped water on my laptop, so the keyboard on my laptop doesn't work.
Should be
Palmer.
easy to swap it out.
Yeah.
Drink water. What's going on, man? How you
Unless
doing?
it's the controller, but I mean, might be able to swap that too. Yeah,
Dang.
probably true.
It is nice, like, oh, okay, Jesus. I'm getting all of these like messages from a homie of mine that moved here recently. It's like, oh, okay. You decided to message me at this hour.
Just mess with him, Stevie. I mean, Sharif. Just tell him, don't you know I'm fucking live? Like, come on, man.
I actually just send him the link to the live stream just to be like, yo, like, this is what I'm doing right now. I love him though. He's a Brazilian guy, good homie of mine from school, and yeah, he's one of the most incredible people. I'm saying this all now because he's not here, but what up, Patina? Patina, the only booty calls I respond to are from you, my dude. Honestly. Oh, and Ground Fog's in here. What's going on, dude? How you doing?
Means it's like Patina's one of the people I really want to meet since he's so close by. I want to meet up with him. I don't care. We can meet up at the North Gate. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah. Dude, what up, Winchester? And yeah, this is the dude who was just messaging me. You guys heard my ka-ding, ka-ding, ka-ding. What up, George? I was just telling everybody about you. And we got a new guest to add to the group straight from the hotel.
Dang.
What up, fellas?
What's going on, Stevie? How you doing,
How's
brother?
it going?
Well, now that I'm entering the right room number into the Wi-Fi access, I'm good.
That helps. That really helps.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody?
What's up, Stovey?
Oh, you know, just chilling in Albuquerque.
Ricky? Always, George, always.
Just shitting in New Mexico. What's up?
Shitting out of the desert. They're deep too. We're saying at this resort, it's pretty dope though.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's cold. It's right. I mean, it was like 70 today, but now it's like 32 degrees.
Oh, shit.
But
Oh, that's right. You're there for like the corporate get together, right?
yeah.
Nice. Nice.
You hope. Had to get all dressed up and all fancy.
I
But
would love to see Fancy Stevie one of these days.
I posted a picture earlier. Not that fancy. I
He's
mean,
always wearing a fancy hat.
is this a fancy hat?
That is not.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have netting and a clackety clack on the back.
It just don't fit my large head. I have to put it on like the very last one, and then it just always pops off. So
Or goes like this.
yeah, snapbacks and my large melon don't work.
Dude, yeah. I love when the people wear their like snapbacks like this, where there's like literally 3 inches of space above their head.
I didn't realize that was there. I brought it with me though.
I used to wear a lot of brimmed hats, but then the internet ruined that.
I brought one of my emotional support pickles with me.
I thought that was a bottle of lube on the bed.
Either way, it helps him. It helps Stevie sleep at night.
Right?
Stevie doesn't need lube. He's already quite viscous.
I don't want to see Fancy Stevie. It's gonna ruin the illusion. Like I saw that video you posted of you for that like that work video when you're like in a polo, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not used
Fancy Stevie looks exactly the same, except he's got like silver rings braided into his beard.
I'm used to casual Stevie with his paperboy hat. I'm like,
Yeah, that's me.
Dude, okay, wait. We do need some clarification. You met a freaking astronaut, though, Stevie?
Yeah, I met Mike Massanino.
Which was crazy, dude.
Yeah. He was a guest speaker at our deal, and then he was hanging out afterwards, and ran into him in the urinal. Oh, hey, dude. I was just gonna have a cool story of, hey, I pissed next to a real life astronaut.
Did you look over at him and say something like, "Gravity helps, huh?"
There's a million things I wish I would have said, but
I was imagining what he would have said. Like he could have looked over at you, and you would have been bigger, and he'd be like, "Yeah, well, mine's been in space."
but
It'd be great if he wasn't even clever at all. He just looks over and says, "Space cock."
yeah, made very small chit chat with him.
That's crazy, though. That's super cool. I've never would have imagined like you'd be somewhere randomly and be able to meet an astronaut. You know?
Yeah, he's like a motivational speaker now, also, and they always bring in like a guest. Like, who was it? Last year was the drummer from Styx. I forget what his name is. Year before that, they had Joe Gibbs.
Okay.
And then we had not Floyd Mayweather. Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard's awesome, man. That's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Don't go to the
Not
Floyd
catching
Mayweather.
the theme here.
What up,
What's that?
Wade Moving Tool?
Wade Knife and Tool, what up?
Man. Dude, it's a very weird trajectory of speakers for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it always. I don't want to give too much of my company away, but we always have a theme.
Mm.
And this year it's reach for the stars. And so
Got
there's like a big space theme and everything. So
I mean, the astronaut's cool, but as far as a company theme goes, that's awful.
it's very I don't
Yeah.
Reach for the stars of plumbing.
Yep. It sounds like a theme at a prom at a Midwest high school.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, like, why did HR?
That's what it's actually like. That's what everything is like. It's like we're at a freaking prom. There's like, yeah, it's all space themed music and space themed posters. We even have like a Star Wars like intro.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and, like, leadership is doing. It's
I was gonna say, dude,
Are
why?
you gonna dress up for Spirit Week?
Did
Why
you
are
feel the heat build up in your body as you got embarrassed when that was happening?
a little bit.
It's so funny. It's always like corporate HR and like event planning people, where like the planning committee for high school events, like
Right.
without fail, they're like, "Oh yeah, I used to do this in high school. I'm qualified." Like, every single time, dude.
But it's cool though. Don't forget to wear protection. Yeah.
You don't need that if you pull out. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah. Humphrey chipped in.
Instead of the astronaut, they should have got the guy who did the plumbing on the space shuttle.
Dude,
That would have been
He
great.
had some stories like that tied into.
oh really?
Yeah. He was he did like repairs on the Hubble telescope.
Nice.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Did he talk about that? Like, do the astronauts have to kind of learn how to repair shit like that, or do they have like one person dedicated to it?
No, like you train for specific missions. Like he talks about how like he was rejected like 3 times, and then on his 4th time he finally got accepted into space school or whatever it is. And, his mission, like having to go through all the normal astronaut stuff, and then he found out he was going to have to just go up and fix something.
Dang.
So, and like having to train for that for like forever.
It'd be amazing if they just brought him up there and the entire time he just talks about one weekend where he installs his own water heater.
But it's funny. He talked about like having a backup plan and stuff because he had like these 111 screws he had to remove. And like they built like these special tools and everything that he's got to do like live on the little spacewalk. And he has to remove these 4 screws to remove this handle that's blocking all the screws. And on the 4th screw, he stripped it.
Oh,
And I was talking to Shane earlier. He's like, you should have asked him if it was a T6. But so he strips the last screw and he's like, dude, all I can think of is I just effed this mission. That's all I'm going to be known for. My legacy is going to, as an astronaut's going to be ruined. I'm the guy that ruined all this stuff. And then some guy back at Mission Control, they're like freaking out trying to figure out how they're going to get this handle off. And some guy was like, just rip it off. And like he shows like people like having back in Mission Control, they're having meetings about it, and they radio to him, and then it's his actual footage from his helmet cam of him just starting to just yank on this handle and just finally rips it off.
oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Like had to tape everything up because the debris like is like super accelerated, so you can't have debris like flying back at you. But
Dang.
yeah, it was cool stuff though.
That's pretty gangster.
But
Yeah.
For sure, man. I mean, like, think about it. It's not like they're going to like take up spares, you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you know the story, Stevie. Is sometimes it's just brute force and ignorance. It doesn't matter.
And he goes, all I could think of was my Uncle Frank having to use a hammer and a chisel to get off his oil filter, changing his oil out. He grew up in Queens, and something is like muffled in the audio that he's playing, and he's like, "That's me yelling into outer space. This is for you, Uncle Frank."
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just have to improvise, dude. Like one of the first oil changes I ever did when I was in high school, I didn't have an oil filter wrench, and I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then I started thinking, you know what? I have like a shitty nylon belt on that was like very rough. I took it off and wrapped it off the filter and just boom, that gave me leverage to take it off.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Sometimes you gotta improvise like that.
I went with a discreet, gentlemanly carry I wanted something deep carry, and I also wanted to bring something U.S. made. And the rock wall fit perfectly.
I didn't bring anything USA made, not even myself, man. I forgot who I said that to, and they didn't believe me. I'm like, I was not born here, man.
Don't worry, the USA models are either trash or too expensive.
Kyle's right now. He's gonna call fucking ISIS and shit.
Hey, that's my line.
Yeah. I do have this though. This is the only USA thing I have on the table right now. Just getting fucking boring slip joint, but hey, that's what I got.
Time, though, I had to bring the big boy.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the special editions that they're bringing to Blade, Texas?
Dude, I almost messaged them. I almost messaged them to be like, yo, let me get that Black Plague Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Yeah, dude.
The Work Knife Balance just got his RC today. It's freaking awesome.
Man.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd never seen it before, but it's got like a greenish like anode to it. Looks really awesome. But yeah, I like those blacked out ones with the carbon fiber inlays that they did.
Yeah, the knife art ones are sick. I shared the PVD or DLC coded one on my story because I was like, dude, that thing's pretty hot, actually.
Yeah.
And they're going to be doing a run of frag pattern ones too, which look, yeah, here, let me show you. They look sexy as hell. Check those out.
Wow.
Yeah. Those are hot.
Those are nice, but those aren't anything as cool as the Plague Doctor one.
Look at this Plague
That
Doctor.
one, that is so fucking sexy.
Yeah.
That's pretty wicked, man.
I like the other Plague Doctor, but that frag pattern is pretty sick.
That Frank pattern is sick.
Yeah. This is hot, and then they did this collab
Yeah.
with, whatchamacallit, with knife art, and this one is good, but I think, where is the other one?
And is it knife art or is it knife fart?
I wish it was a knife fart. That's awesome.
Knife fart now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, man. You know how it is. Farts and penis jokes will always be awesome.
Well, you've been trying to think of your design company name.
There you go.
Do they show the website? Did they at least do like some sort of? See, I wish they would have done like a little inlay over the top there.
Yeah. I think it's a little missed opportunity, honestly.
Did they frag the clip side on the frag one too?
Good question. I did not. Here we go. Oh no, it's only this one photo.
Mm.
If they do a symmetrical frag pattern, that will be like I'm even kind of partial to this Damascus one, man. That's pretty hot. Like that'll be really, really tough to ignore. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I hope they do the flag on the other side because that's a big missed opportunity if they don't.
I agree.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about titanium frame locks.
Mm-hmm.
They typically, it's one side, and then the flip side is,
yeah,
not magic.
the big.
That's the thing, though, right? Like, it doesn't have to be that way. They just choose to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, but they choose to.
Yeah. Like,
it makes more sense if they're gonna. To me, if they do a different material, because it, you still have that bit of titanium to balance out some, say, nice micarta on the other side.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, frame locks are stick, but I think they could do like some subframes or liner locks or something, so they can do something on the outside and keep it going.
But that's what I'm saying, right? Like even that knife art one, what Stevie was saying. Sorry, they could have just put like a strip of carbon on top of the frame lock, or they simply could have just milled into the lock bar and done a symmetrical overlay,
right?
Like it wouldn't have affected the action in any way, shape, or form, So, like, I still really like it. Don't get me wrong, but I would have liked it even more if they would have done that.
Knife part for a freak, I'm mono.
Oh, sorry. That's the chat troll. The chat troll in me, man.
Yeah, too late. It already closed. You guys can't get it. Nobody did it.
I won.
I was gonna show this one again for Twang Thing since he's big on the.
Here, let me bigify you. There you go.
I have terrible lighting though, man. This is horrible. It's a Bone 93, I think. Yeah, GC 93.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's a sweet one.
Yeah,
it's fucking nice. I almost sold it again, like right away, dude, because all of my dental bullshit. But I'm like, nah, man, this is too fucking sweet. I didn't give a shit. I just held on to it.
Nice, dude. Are GCs as nice in person as everybody says they are?
Yeah.
Depends on which one you look at, man. If you are able to handle an older one, those are usually better. The better fit and finish, the better pulls,
Okay.
and action, man. Usually, like I handled one of the newer 15s, and it felt pretty light in the spring.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it was weird. I hit up a couple of people in the Discord on the Bearcat Club, and they were telling me the older versions had stronger springs, and the one I had, I managed to grab it on the drop, but I wasn't planning to keep it. I was going to hook up Mr. Fluffy because he wanted a GEC with a beard comb, and I showed it to him and everything. He handled it. He's like, nah, it's too small. He's a bigger dude. He's like, too small for me. I'm like, all right, cool. So I put it up for sale, and Lord Needham got it. But the main blade, the spring was kind of weak, and then the spring on the comb was way stronger. It felt way better. That should have been on the fucking blade. But the weak spring on the comb. Who gives a fuck about the comb? You don't,
Yeah.
Who cares if that closes on you? It's not gonna stab you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like this one, if I rated it, I'm not an expert, but I would say it's at least like a 6 or a 7 on the spring of the spring. It's decent. Like right now I slipped. I can't even pull it out. I have to use my nail to get it out. It's pretty good. And like we were talking in my live, a big concern for me is if it's too easy to push when I'm holding it with the blade out. I don't want it to close on my hand. So like if it's pushing back when it's open like this, that's perfect. I don't want it to be too easy.
No, that's good. That looks like it's set up really well.
Yeah, it's solid, but I think this one's an older one. It's from 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude.
My toenail clipper is like the perfect toenail clipper. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Right? Toenail clipper. Wrong on that? I was gonna say, yeah, it's the toenail clipper. The number 36. I was gonna say that's got like that's my favorite GEC.
The 36?
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to look it up, man.
Yeah, that one.
The fucking elephant toe.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That one's nuts.
I have the one in I forget the handle finish on it. Scale finish.
Micarta, is it a wood handle or a bone?
It's wood. It's
Coca-Cola.
It's Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. This big old guy right here.
Yeah, that's like the perfect pull.
Dude.
It's got a good spring on it.
Yeah, dude, man. I still fucking love the one you sent me, the 87. That was a big fucking surprise. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
That was nuts. I'm gonna keep that one. I'm not ever gonna get rid of that one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, he sent me the was it the oil well jack, the one that has a wrench?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's clean. That's a nice knife, actually.
You know what's up, dude? And you know I work in a shop, and a bunch of the fucking guys that showed it to are like, "Oh, that's badass! I want one with a fucking wrench on it."
You know, I never actually talked to you about that. That was one of the reasons why it was one that I was going to sell, and then I was like, I think he'd appreciate it more than I wanted the money for it. So it's kind of perfect.
I definitely appreciate it, man. A bunch of guys in the shop were jealous of that one, and like, "Oh, I fucking want one." I'm like, well, good luck, because I'm not selling this one.
Oh, dang. Is it the one with the wrench for the shield?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm looking at that one right now. That one's sick.
Yeah,
the
dude.
wrench is awesome.
Badass. It's fucking huge, man. Like, for what it is. For a slip joint, it's surprisingly big.
It's a large blade on it, man.
Yeah, and then I looked it up, and they based the pattern on what they used to call a melon tester. So it makes sense. You know, they need a long blade to fucking cut a melon in half or something.
That's dope, man. That's really dope. Yeah, definitely not.
No, I don't let them borrow knives, man. When someone hits me up to borrow a knife in the shop that I know is not a knife person, I usually have a razor blade. I'm like, here, you can take this.
Yeah.
That or my cold steel. Like, that's no problem. They can take that.
Oh,
yeah, there you go, Crispy.
I am so like realizing like not knowledgeable on like GECs and the different models and the names. Like,
you know, I wasn't until me and Pocket Metal became friends. And before I really got to know him, me and him did a meetup, and slip joints were never anything that I didn't dislike them, and I had them throughout, you know, knife collecting, nothing serious. But then seeing, you guys I don't think Pocket Metal shows off even a fraction of his collection. And we just hung out in the Cabela's parking lot for like 4 hours, and he brought like bags and bags and bags of knives. And they just, you know, and he knows all the stories behind them, and it got me into them.
Crispy, is this the one that you were talking about? The number 86? Because if so, that's dope.
Yeah, that's the Barlow, man. But it depends which one Crispy's talking about. Good.
Yeah.
He took. What the hell? Did he take one of mine? I forgot. I'm still buzzing right now, man. If he got one of mine, he got the '86 red linen micarta jack. Like, it has a leather punch and a main blade on it.
Yeah, dude. I'm like a sucker for clip points on traditionals. You know.
Yeah, it's a good blade style, man.
Yeah.
And you're right, Stevie. Like usually PM shows the same knives over and over again. And I know that bastard has more. He just doesn't want to share.
He really does. He's got a ton.
Yeah.
Traditionals are boring. Why so?
Who said that?
It's okay. I'm boring.
Goondog.
Why so? Old Goondocks, come on, Goon. Broaden your horizons, man.
I mean, yeah. I can understand that, but then I don't know. I just got into them and started appreciating, like, and I still haven't shown them off or made the video that I want to make, but I've shown a couple of them off, but Stacy found a big old box of her grandpa's old knives, and she just found another couple, but I got a box of like just old, like they're all like old Barlows and old spay blades that have been, rounded off and sharpened a million times. And I don't know, I like old school Slippies more than anything. And stuff like that. I just know I like knowing that like her grandpa actually like carried that knife for years, and it's whittled 1,000 things and cut 1,000 apples, and so yeah, I like older Slippies more than anything.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like a story to it too.
Patina, send me those videos like one at a time. Don't send them to me as like a batch, and then I can show them. Otherwise, it says I gotta use the phone. So, and then I'll show that video to everybody and give everybody a heart attack.
A fart attack. Speaking of
I could do without a heart attack.
By the way, real quick, what's up, Captain Brad? How you doing, brother?
What's up, Brad? Yeah, I was looking at Goondoc's comment about that he has Slippies, he just doesn't like them, and it's like they're not for everybody. And I think we talked about that in my stream. There's Slippies with modern materials. There's like traditional ones with old materials. It's you don't have to like them.
Yeah,
some people like the traditional, some like the modern ones, and you go from there. You don't have to like them.
Yeah, Goondocks.
You guys now want to have a heart attack of watching how regular people actually use knives?
Yeah, is this the brother-in-law video?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It may be loud. I apologize. Let me know if it's super loud, guys. If you're headphone users, like, just be aware, okay? You've been warned.
Oh. It's not too loud, man.
I like that you're just standing there.
Yeah, right. But Patina didn't say anything, but he's recording it. He knew it would be great.
He's just standing there going, bruh.
It's so funny because somebody in the background keeps saying, "Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!" It's almost like you can hear Patina's soul.
Yep. At one point in that video, I did not give a shit about the knife. I was worried about that TV mount. Patina. Highlight Patina's comment.
Peter was just standing there going, bruh. Bruh.
Man, if you don't get along with that guy, he did that shit on purpose.
I got you, Chef Rocky. I'm about to pull it up, actually.
All right, go for it. How do
Thank you, by the way, for the donation. I got to come up with some sort of gimmick for donations, man. But before I show that, we got to say what's going on to somebody who's just 15 minutes away from Stevie.
What is up?
What up? How's it going?
How's it been?
I may have already spoiled your newest edition.
Oh man,
Let's get that nice and big of
Pretty.
So I've not seen that variant. Did someone do work on that, or?
yeah. So it's one of the full size. Yeah, so it's one of the full size 4-inch ones, and it is the bronze ano, and then just the tip EDC. Actually, so I found it on Blade Binge, and the guy that was selling it was like, "Hey, I sent it to a YouTuber, Instagram guy who does customization. He goes by just the tip EDC." And I know him because he's the guy who I've sent stuff to and everything. And I was like, oh, I trust his work. And so found it for $300 on Blade Binge.
Oh, lucky duck.
Yeah, so I was stoked. I jumped on it and it came in. And Stevie, I've had it for the day and I haven't had any sort of
no lock stick or nothing?
No, nothing with the lock stick. So I've been happy with that. I was going to reach out to Nathan later tomorrow and just be like, hey, did you do anything to the lock stick to see what he did to let you know? But this is, and I don't know how much this would affect it, but this is the CPM S45.
Mine is too. Mine had some pretty good lock stick in the beginning too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it could just be that whoever had it and had it customized just broke it in like crazy and just worked it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Now definitely as it's worked itself in, it's definitely lessened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you get those titanium frames that don't have a steel lock bar insert, you just basically have to like beat the titanium into the position, and once it does, to get like optimal geometry, the lock stick goes away. You know, so.
I gotta say, like, I've been working on that reverse flick on it, and I was able to get it, and I was like, oh man, it's just so big and beefy and nice. It feels good. I like it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome though, man.
I have one knife with a lanyard, and they sent it with this like little. It's got like a Viking ruin on it, and I might actually keep that on there because it looks pretty cool.
It does. That was like the first thing I looked at, and I was like, "Oh, dang, that's a nice little touch on there."
Yeah.
You know? So Patina wanted to see our mutual favorite knife next to the Harsey for size comparison. Let me bigify myself right quick. 0640. Right there.
640.
It's really close. I mean, it's within a 1/4 inch, and the overall sort of like handle thickness and blade height is very similar. So if that gives you an idea, let's go tip to tip on the blade. So you can see just a little bit more like down over here. But dude, if you like this but don't mind something like a little beefier and a little heavier, Harsey Life, bro. Harsey Life. For sure. And then, just for my Emerson Curious people out there, because I know there's some of you who are curious but won't admit it. There's the full-size A100.
Nice.
They're
That is the one that I want.
No one was curious about that.
They're lying. They're lying if they don't admit it. Well, I mean, the 0640 is an Emerson design, so yeah, there you go. The A100 I got from Mr. Kyle Kunal himself. He knows that I love my Emersons. Oof. Speaking of, I've got like 3 of them next to me now. And
it also looked like Cole's just a head with walking legs. He scooped over just a little bit.
Palmer, if you haven't, if you haven't really tried thumb discs, you wouldn't be saying that. 100% guaranteed. You are a person that has never actually handled a true thumb disc.
Thumb disc doesn't bother me.
But I meant to ask you, Sharif. I totally forgot about it. But is $366 a good deal for a mini A100?
No,
it's too much.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to buy it anyway. But
no, 366 is too much. Like that's like I can't remember what the base price is, but even with taxes and shipping, you'll be under 300, and they come around into production frequent enough because it's like one of the most popular models. It shouldn't be that expentive.
Okay. Well, I saw the word Indian. Nah.
I love that I'm arguing with a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Right. I forget how. Checkmate, mofo.
No, Kyle, that's not what you do. You hook the homies up, man.
I like how Cheeto's question is this a good price? I'm not going to buy it either way, but I just want to know.
Yeah, I just like to know, if somebody's
How
like
is it
too much,
garbage bullshit generally priced?
Real quick, before before I keep him hanging on for too long, let me show off Chef Rocky's Deadlock. Or is it Deadlock or Deadbolt? I can't remember the name. But he got it back. Look at that sexy bitch. Yeah, the Deadlock. So hot.
Have you ever handled one of those?
No, but it's on my bucket list.
I gotta say, there's OTFs, and then there's the not for me, but it's pretty damn badass.
Yeah, dude. All I know is that these are not cheap.
No.
Damn.
But from what I hear, they are like OTF perfection. And I don't know if you guys can see it on the live stream, like the switch is stonewashed by itself. Like it's just nice little detailing that really like catches my eye on this thing,
I don't know what Kyle's talking about.
Yeah, what is Kyle talking about?
I was gone for a minute, and then I wasn't paying attention to chat. I don't know if he's talking about the drug or what.
Oh, no. He's talking about the Hawk Knife shortcut, which is so sick. Me and Patina, we like drool over this fucking thing all the damn time. this is the shortcut. Like, I only know this because we talk about it, but it's this thing.
Oh, no, Kyle's trolling. He's just like,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Have you handled one, Sharif?
What's that?
Have you handled one?
No. And dude, honestly, I tried to get on the books, like, or because they do like a limited drop.
Mhm.
This is one of those that I like so much that I was like, I don't care. I'll pay the money just because, like, there's literally nothing else like it out there.
They had them at Salt Lake last year, and they had a couple of them, and then they'll like do the razor blades. You can put a regular razor blade in there, but then they do their like serration and then their jig to the razor blade and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I got to handle it. It's really cool. It's like $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Milwaukee makes one with a similar blade profile.
Yeah, man.
But
I don't know.
it is really cool, and if it's something you like, go for it.
Yeah, it literally is the most expensive box cutter ever, but it's so, like, my thinking on it is that it's because you can take the blade out. I could take that on a trip with me, on my carry-on, take the blade out, pick up a razor blade wherever I am, and now I'm carrying a dope-ass knife wherever I am,
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, I still wouldn't buy it, but
yeah,
it has a cool, like, kind of cyberpunk kind of vibe to it, but I'm not gonna pay that for a razor blade.
I just saw Cheeto's newest name, Cheeto Bang Bang.
yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Brand,
I would rather just pick up a cheap blade at Walmart or something for travel.
You could just drive to your closest Harbor Freight once you land, and
Oh no, I'm thinking internationally. It's a little, like, harder in those scenarios. Yeah,
They don't have Harbor Freight internationally, Stevie.
okay.
they don't in Greece, and they don't in Egypt. That's for damn sure. So
You have to go find Mykonos
yeah,
in Greece.
gotta find the boat herder and maybe.
The cheese knife.
I see you got one of these, Brant, the CQC15. Absolutely love mine. That's right, Palmer. Thumb disc life. Suck it.
I've got a quasi thumb disc to show you, Sharif.
Yep.
This is a thumb like square disc.
Oh yeah. Yes, dude. How do you like that thing?
I love it.
That is fucking gorgeous.
There's absolutely no hardware anywhere in sight. It's the Cybertrix.
Yeah.
From like this thing is ridiculous, and it's got like a floating backspacer halfway through. I mean, I don't know how they put it together, but this is like engineered perfection, and it is so absolutely beautiful. Look at the line, like the chamfer line, how it matches perfectly coming across. It is.
Hold on. If there's no hardware, is it like compression fit?
No, it's witchcraft.
Yeah. Say it, magic.
Yep, exactly. I don't know. I was gonna look at it and try and figure it out a little bit, but I got this one through Lefty's pass around 2 days ago, and
Nice.
I immediately went to their website to see if they were available because I told my wife I have 6 knives this year, and I've already purchased 2. And I was like, we haven't even hit March, and I'm about ready to buy my 3rd. This is really, really bad.
Well, I was gonna ask that too. What Stevie asked, like, how does it come apart?
It'd be like some sort of like.
It might have like
it's like pins and like detents and stuff like that. Like, think pew-pews, Stevie.
Yeah.
You can.
That's the way.
You know, I don't have my nice camera, so I can't really. But like, you can see in here when you look in it with like a flashlight and stuff that there are like some pins pressed here and here, and like he kind of explains it on the Reich website. He's like, we set out to make a knife It's called the Cybertrix, and they set out to make a knife as a salute to the Cybertruck.
Yeah.
And it is pull the backspacer out, and it swivels out and shows the pivot. Oh, okay, cool. I didn't realize that.
I'm a little disappointed. I wish they would have made the pocket clip like the old candlestick in the haunted house. Just pull it down.
Yeah.
What up, Mark Park?
So
I mean,
it's
just
a right.
It is Reich.
Okay.
Just gonna say that whole kind of like pull down on the pocket clip thing. My boy Gustavo Cecchini said it.
That's right. Yeah, he's got that. That's right.
I mean, it couldn't be a Sharif live stream without me mentioning Trizola or Gustavo Cecchini. So,
My two dads.
yeah. No, my two daddies.
Steve Clare, even my new underwear, as tight as they are, they're also ball bearing. They're bearing my balls is what I'm trying to say.
Oh man,
That's
Yeah,
the only thumb disc style one I have.
thumb disc for the win. That's right. Everybody likes thumb disc except you, Palmer. Suck it.
Secret, it's like a finger trap.
I will say that there's a Boker with a thumb disc that I really want. I think it's called the Poltergeist.
Yeah.
So thumb discs are a little bit more popular nowadays, I think.
You know what's funny is I can't remember. I think it was Kaiser or somebody, one of the YouTubers, did a poll on deployment method preference, and thumb discs were the very freaking bottom. You know, like, which I get. It's an old school aesthetic. You know, for most people.
Not yet, you aren't.
By the way, everybody, I'm just giving him shit because it's funny.
Kyle, it was a little mixed up in there. I didn't say I wanted a Boker. I said there was a Boker with a thumb disc that someone here in my vicinity, sitting in this chair that I'm sitting in, has things that they like about it.
Dude,
Okay.
yeah. Which is I can't remember the model, but there is a Boker that I've been really. It's like the first Boker that in a long time that I've been looking at and like, okay, I kind of want to get one of these because it's pretty hot. Like the conductor's not bad. The Rightus is not bad, but the one I'm thinking of is a little bit more modern and sleek. And they don't seem to have it on.
Oh, patina.
You know, Paul Wang's really from Kaiser because he has the Kaiser logo as his emblem.
Perfectly
That is the stamp of authenticity that we go for here.
I mean, he's real. He's having other knife designers that wanting to reach out to him. Allegedly.
That's awesome.
It's a true story, by the way.
That's awesome.
I actually feel bad. I mean,
No, dude, it's so awesome. It's so awesome. Oh, I think this is the one you're thinking of, Steven. This guy right here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's by Poltergeist Design Works,
Okay.
but it's called the Connector. Yeah, I kind of want this thing too. I'm not gonna lie. Even though it's a small knife for me, like I love the blade shape, the simple like chamfering, the lines. It's all there.
Looks
They've
too
got it.
pricey for what it is.
Yeah, they've got it for 200. They've got two of them at Arlington Hardware for 200, and on Super Saturday, which is the first Saturday of every month, you get 20% off everything in the store.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's going to drop it from 200 to
I
160.
never thought about using that for their.
So I started like making a list of what they have, what's in there, and I was like 20% off anything in the store. He was like, anything in the store, and I was like, even if it's on sale. He goes, even if it's on sale, first Saturday of every month, and I was like, all right, good to know.
Dude, that's awesome.
God, I never thought to. I know about that discount. The knives never popped into my head.
Yeah.
Dang,
The Kaiser knife or the Phoenix knife by Martin Fraction.
man, Paul Wang is savage.
Did you see the chili dog video by Martin Fraction today?
That was Matthew Hurry.
Yeah.
I watched it. I was uncomfortable the whole time, but I watched it.
I went and ate 2 hot dogs after the fact. I was like, a hot dog sounds pretty good now.
Dude. Oh man, you guys want to see a sneak preview real quick? Bam. Prototype being made.
Ooh.
Being made, that is awesome.
Yeah. Hopefully getting this and another one by the end of March.
Did you make it a thumb stud and a front flip? Is that why that little
No.
nip is there?
So with like tactical knife construction, you use a shouldered stop pin, so you almost always have a little bit sticking out right there. You can like flip it.
Is that like why you have that on the RC?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, I saw Pizza Operator front flip that thing. Like the Harsey, you can front flip it.
Yeah. It's not meant for
Only
it.
if you're a pizza operator.
Dude, how the fuck do you do that, Pizza Operator?
I don't know, man, but he did it. He sent me a video of him doing it.
Yeah,
Only if you're a pizza operator.
I was thinking it could almost be used as a glass breaker too.
But
Yeah. When he got his Harsey, he showed it to me. He had like a close-up video, and I saw the jimping and like how it kind of sticks out away from the handles. I'm like, can you front flip it? And he said yes. Bam.
He's got so. Oh, I can slow roll front flip it.
Yeah.
dude, yeah, see, like all of my American tactical knives, they have that feature.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's just
I don't know, man.
I don't think my thumb will ever be calloused enough to do that on the Harsey.
Yeah, I'm a pretty good front flipper, and I don't know how he's doing that.
I don't know. Pizza's a beast, man, and he's young. He doesn't give a shit. So.
Dang,
It's
man.
impressive.
I expected him to be like 20 years older than he is.
Yeah, me too. When he told me his age, I'm like, shit, man. You're pretty young.
Dude, crispy. So this is going to be, this knife is the first knife that I'm doing is what I call my bi-way pivot system, which is a play on Hinder's tri-way pivot. It has a pivot pocket designed to use skiff multi-row bearings and skiff thick washers. So you can actually switch between the two to customize like how you actually want the knife to be. And when I produce it, I'm debating. I mean, I'm still a ways off, but I'm debating that if I were to make it, I may work out a deal with Skiff to get a set of each to package with the knife. You know.
Oh, so this is going to be a Sharif.
I was going to say, is this going to be a Mangana steel?
Steel?
Yeah, this would be a Mangana steel. This would
Nice.
be like my ideal like everyday kind of like work knife kind of thing. I'm still debating on the blade steel. The prototype's going to be an M390, but I'm trying to decide between different steel options. Like S90V is on the table for sure, and we'll see. Maybe MagnaCut, depending on. I know Riot generally does a good job, but we'll see it also on the prices. You know,
Is that who's doing your prototypes, Riot?
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I get more finish options with a company like Riot, and their pricing seems to be pretty good. You
That's
know,
what we
I
were
mean,
doing last time.
yeah. The only downside is going to be the lead time. You know, on the
Very Guinness.
that almost sounds Middle Eastern.
She's wearing Ghana.
Hey, sure. You saw Psycho's comment. Can you pull up his IG? He did something.
Uh-oh.
Freaking Psycho.
I got
I don't know how to share the screen, man. I still don't know how to do that.
It's all good. I got you covered, dude.
He's been killing it lately with the AI stuff, man.
Right?
Yeah, some of it's good.
Ah, come on, Stevie.
Yeah.
Man.
Psycho, which one?
Dave, Oreo Dave made that his profile picture.
Yeah, that one's cool, man.
Yeah, if you guys haven't been... Oh, sorry about that, Psycho. I should be following you. He's been doing all of these, like, AI designs lately, and...
The second one. That's Tri-State, man. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, he did that dude.
Oh.
Did this one for himself. Then
Look at the
operator.
I wonder who that could be.
Right?
Look at the second one though. Second picture.
All right, I'll go to that one.
Is that Grumpy? Was that last one Grumpy?
Actually, I think it is.
There's gotta be Grumpy.
Yeah, it's Gertrude, man.
Then, of course, this one actually kind of looks like a young Chef Rocky. I'm not going to lie.
It also really looks like Papa Rhino.
Fair.
If a lot of you haven't seen Papa Rhino, who's that?
That's supposed to be what's the point.
What's the point? Yeah.
Frankie?
I was gonna say some guy in a back alley that just shanks some dude.
That
Is
one,
this
yeah.
the one you wanted? Oh, nice.
Cheeto, Cheeto, bang, bang.
I didn't even put that together.
Cheeto, Cheeto, bang, bang.
Fucking Psycho. Tay, you're killing it, man.
God, I want to know what you use to do those.
Right?
You
Q-Ball! What's going on, brother?
That's pretty sick, actually.
Right? 100% Q-Ball with you.
Yo, cue ball.
Dude,
all in the house.
Q-Ball, I don't know if you saw.
The knife I brought with me, cue ball, to Albuquerque, is the one that's cooler than yours.
Q-Ball, I don't know if you saw it, but I ended up picking up the mini Tempest from the Caviso drop. So I can stop harassing you about getting your all black one, but I still want your all black one.
It's the superior rock wall.
Oh, he's using something called the free Microsoft Copilot app.
Oh,
I have,
have Copilot.
yeah, I have that.
Okay, I gotta check that out, dude.
Oh.
Is it just me, or does the AI little CGI bullcrap like have the same kind of lighting effect on pretty much everything, or am I tripping?
No, it depends on which software you use.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah.
I've
Like
just-
everything has a certain style to it, depending on your whatchamacallit.
Okay.
Some of the AIs you can specify a style too.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I see pop up on Instagram like looks very similar, like to the I don't know, the detailing and the lighting and stuff. It looks very similar.
I just started using the Instagram one.
Yeah. The /imagine
Yeah.
feature, yeah. Dude, no, I'm not talking about your Damasteel one. I'm talking about the one that you haven't listed for sale, Q-Ball.
Well, how else are you gonna sell it if you don't promote it?
Yeah. I'm talking about
Sorry.
your mini Tempest. I'm pretty damn sure it's the clip point with the carbon fiber inlay. That's the one I'm talking about. But no,
Yeah.
absolutely feel free to promote what you're selling, Q-Ball. Like, I've got no beef with it.
It's not like we're doing anything important.
Fine, Q-Ball. As long as you leave it to me in your will. That's all I ask.
I was about to ask an important question. Like when you guys meet up for breakfast, how do you identify each other? Steve, Steven, Stevie, like what's going on with that?
I don't think we do. I think we
No.
all just, I mean, we're normally blindfolded anyway.
There's usually a lot of baby oil, blindfolding, eating in the dark with bacon and chives. Is that the wrong breakfast? I'm sorry.
Yes, it is, Q-Ball.
No, I think it's really just because, well, for the most part, it's been just the three of us, and so it's just been kind of like
Yeah.
pretty easy to just whoever you're looking at talks.
Yeah. A lot of visual cues or whatever. Like,
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's easy. You got Steve, Claire, Steven, and Stevie,
Yeah.
So, this past week was the first time all of us have been able to get together.
Yeah.
So it was a full table.
Mm-hmm. That was fun.
Mr. Claire and Stefan.
Pickle mouth, Mr. Clarence Stephen.
Dick, Dicker, and Donkus.
Dickie, and Dickin.
And
Is it that good, Q-Ball?
The V2, oh, it's real good.
Is it?
Yeah. Mine's supposed to be here tomorrow.
They look good, but
They're really good. And they're in Vanix.
oof.
oh, he did them in Vanix, really?
Yeah. Yeah, the V2's in Vanix, and that's a one thing that just kind of takes it over the edge too. But no, they're really, really nice.
Okay. No, that's fair. I didn't know that they were in Vanix. That's pretty hot. Dude,
What's this
Well-
scary AI? I'm scared, Tina.
I want first dibs. But
Maddie's been doing he's tempting AI. He'll do AI imagine the unimaginable. And when you ask Instagram to do it, what was imagine the unimaginable and imagine the unthinkable and imagine horrors beyond human comprehension.
oh god,
It's
fucking terrifying.
yeah, it's creepy what pop up.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask that question.
Yeah, but you gotta stop. You're teaching it too much stuff.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter. The singularity's gonna happen.
It's inevitable.
There's that conspiracy theory. There's a podcast I listened to, and there was a conspiracy theory where they talked about, and they were like, "Hey, what is the end of the world going to look like?" And they asked an AI the question, and the AI then answered with artificial intelligence will be the end of the world by doing all this stuff, becoming like humans will eventually stop thinking for themselves. They won't have problem-solving skills. They won't know how to do this, and AI will be doing all this for them, take over, and they will collapse, and AI will take over. And the creepy thing was, like, AI gave the answer of this is how it's going to happen.
Right.
Dang, man.
That's premeditated.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to take you to court now.
Yeah. I think that with a grain of salt. Like, I mean, a programmer could have put that in there, you know?
Yeah, it's true. It's very true.
Dude, Well, I've been on a mad QC run the last 2 days. You should see the stack on my table right now. Ugh.
80K.
Have you gotten through any of the carbon fiber ones yet?
Oh yeah. At least like half of the I've split it up so that I'm doing
Nice.
a batch of micarta, and then I'll do a batch of carbon fibers.
Mhm.
Have you done number 21 yet?
I'm not going to answer that. But what is cool is I found a couple that have like slight minor blemishes, so they're going to be perfect candidates for doing like customized versions, or if people don't mind the blems, like I'll sell them for a discount,
Or like having someone do some work on it and bring those
That's what I'm thinking, right? Like
as a special edition.
it would be dope to do one where the flipper tab gets cut off, and then some work on like the scales and the bolster area would be pretty dope. I would love to have somebody do like a rock scale texture on the flats and on the bolster. Because of Lex Rex customs, I've really come to appreciate like a good rock texturing,
Dude, have you seen Steven Rat?
Oh,
With the rock scale texturing on the blade?
Show me. Oh yeah. I just didn't see it up close. Yeah, I love that.
I love that along the spine.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
Who did the scales?
I just got it completely done from Way of Knife. Actually, my wife got it for Christmas for me. So it's a blueberry carbon fiber, and then they did the acid watch battle worn, and then the rock scales on the top. But I thought it was really funny, and like I showed Stevie, we went to lunch. Like I have another rat too, and he was like, "This, like it did my other rat too does not open. Like they must have done something to the action too. Like it is
into it. It's ridiculous.
The action is really nice on it as well too. It's better than just like a standard rat too. So
yeah, I want to get some different scales on my rat one.
Can we all agree that the rat is still goated to this day?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. For the money, it's good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I highly recommend Way of Knife. Like they've got their whole like customizer rat selection for rat 1s and rat 2s, and like at least what they did here, the work has been fantastic.
Yeah, dude.
And it's cheap too.
I just recommended the rat 1 to someone that asked me those cheap, crappy knives that I got from my trade show a couple weeks ago. He said, I like the thumb thingies. He's like, I like the thumb thingies on those. He's like, what's a good knife that you'd recommend? I was like, what are you looking to spend? He's like, I don't know, $50 tops. I was like, get a rat 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I even told him to go with the Aus 8 one.
Hey,
Yeah,
Stevie, do you remember you were recommending some knives to a woman hiker or female hiker?
The two ladies, yeah.
Yeah, did she ever pick it up, the cold steel? Huh?
No.
Dude, that actually is a good transition into the question that I mentioned, or the topic that I mentioned Joe brought up to me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And Joe asked me, and I think it would make like a good video, but I'd love to have it as the discussion because we got so many people here. And Joe asked, like, do you even need a super steel?
I don't.
I mean, it really, I guess, even if it's always about what's your intended use, right? I would still say probably not.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. Like, most people probably don't exceed the needs of like 154 CN, like on a regular basis, and even that's a stretch, you know.
What's the steel on the Milwaukee Fatback?
Probably 8 CR or 7 CR.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that's one of the most used knives for tradesmen.
Mm-hmm.
And it suits them just fine.
Now, here's the
154 is still probably my favorite.
this part I agree. Like, it's nice to have, but
yeah, that's not the question. The question is, do you need it?
Yeah, exactly. You know, like we are kind of whatchamacallit, we're in kind of like rarefied territory because we're collectors, we're into stuff, right?
Yeah.
But like Cheeto was talking earlier, about a lot of the traditionals are done in like 1095, you know, and him and Randy, were saying like, okay, you use the knife, you strop it, you hone it, throw it on a ceramic rod, and it's back to just like brand new, and you don't need anything. You could use like one of these little like work sharp tools that's got like a strop on the backside, and you're good to go for all your needs,
I mean, patina
Need
that's Smith
if
and
it's on a
your brother-in-law, that wasn't a super steel, and look how easy it was taking the paint off that TV hanger.
As far as need goes, I could sharpen a butter knife and be fine.
Yeah.
But I like all this stupid shit that I bought.
yeah.
I will say 154 CM and 14C28 have been my go-to in the last year. Like if they don't make a knife with a lower steel, I'll buy it if I want it because I'm a collector and I like these things, as we all are. So it's like I may pay a little more for S90, S45, M390, LMAX, Vanix, whatever, if they only make it. But if they made all those knives with 154, 14C, I would love them just the same, and I'd save myself $200 to $300 on a lot of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The only thing with 14C, like I love 14C, but it's got that composition that makes it look a bit cheap. It's got that
that rainbow style,
the car wheel cover look to it.
I know what you mean. Yeah,
like fake chrome.
Yeah. I mean, do we need it? No. I mean, come on, dude. Like most of the people breaking down stuff or cutting open shit are using razor blades. What the hell are razor blades made out of?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We don't need it, but we want to have it,
And that's the reality of it, right? Like Emerson gets a lot of shit for using 154 CN, but like the reality is, like, if you're in the field, you're in like a survival situation, like this is a pretty intense steel for those environments, you know, like realistically speaking.
And I've also heard straight from like Bob Trezolla's mouth and like Les George's mouth when they're asked what their favorite steels are to work with.
Yeah.
154 CM.
Right. Yeah. They use a lot of AEBL 154, you know, and dude, if that's good enough, like, dude, Bob used to make knives for the CIA and like people who were deployed, you know, in clandestine work. Like,
what up, Pedro?
if it's good enough for those people, I'm sure it's plenty good, you know.
Better name than Super Steel would probably be like Enthusiast Steel.
Yeah.
It's like audiophiles in their headphones.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need those ridiculously expensive $300, you can probably hear space or whatever they do.
Yeah.
But they want them. I don't get it myself because that's not my interest. But
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
like
Agreed.
bringing up handle materials. Do we need carbon fiber handles? No. Do we need titanium handles? No. I mean,
Yes.
No, like for me, like my like desire for different steels is just about like optimizing the usage case, right? Like part of why for that prototype I'm considering S90V is honestly because I don't like having to sharpen and hone my knife, you know? I want to be able to take it and know that it's going to slice and take down boxes every damn time I pull it out without like worrying about it, right? But like right now I have one of my ruckuses in OS 8 where the edge is just completely blown out. It needs a resharpening. It's to that point, you know? And I'm kind of like, I'll get to it. Until then, I'll use something else. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things.
Did you see Pedro's comment?
No.
oh,
Thought the baby ate my earbud.
Luckily, I found it.
oh man, glad you found it, Pedro.
Yeah, you found
That's nuts.
Oh, dude, Kyle, that's a deep, dark, expensive hole. Ooh.
You know, that's what Brandon Thrasher, his like original channel, that's what he used to do. Was all audio. Thrasher's a big audiophile.
Yeah, dude, I started looking into it, and I'm just like, nope, can't afford this lifestyle.
Puts laser sharpening and dysentery.
Yep. Number one cause of death on the Oregon Trail.
Marriage.
But someone brought up AEBL. I do like AEBL. I have two knives in AEBL.
Bless you.
My Bradford USA little paring knife is an AEBL.
Mm-hmm.
And my Keith the Knife Freak. Is yours an AEBL too, Cheeto? Yours,
My what?
Keith?
No, I asked him for a carbon steel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did my fixie in AEBL, and I just like him how easily I can just run him on a rod real quick.
Yeah, I don't know what I was on when I asked him for a carbon steel. But like,
No, I wanted to make my life harder.
yeah, for real. But like most of my fixed blades are stainless. Most of them. That's the way I like to keep it. Like on my live stream, we were talking about that. Like my slip joints, I like them in carbon, so I can build up patinas on them, and I use them on food, like strictly just food. The fixed blades are multi-purpose, all boxes, whatever, you know. So I would rather have a stainless on a fixed blade.
Yeah.
And yet you.
Yeah, I asked him for a carbon steel. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be more rustic if he gave me a carbon steel.
NFK, what's going on, dude? Dude, yeah, Cuba, I'm with you. It isn't that bad using a system. I sharpen or I reprofile like quite frequently, but still at a certain point I just kind of like man.
I got them. I just honestly, my Spyderco Sharp Maker is what I use the most. I'm never really. It's just the ceramic rods, and I just do a quick couple passes, drop, and I'm good.
I got one of those 3-sided triangle diamond plates.
Oh yeah,
and that thing's awesome. It's got the 3 grits and running through each. Good.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not against sharpening, but definitely love just being able to strop a knife and hone it on like a rod back to life, So
Cheeto, it's perfect size, right?
Yeah, it's a good size. I was surprised, man. Like,
yeah, I asked him about because I'm interested in getting a Warnie too, and I said, "Are you making them the same size?" He said, "Yep, same size, just different blade shape." And
when I talked to him, I told him like I would want it exactly the same as your other ones, like the drop points and stuff. Just make it Warnie, keep the handle length the same. And he drew up like 3 or 4 different ones, and I preferred this one that was a little bit longer. I don't know. I just like a longer Warnie, and it came out great, man. This thing's a slicey little bastard.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, and I'm interested to get something from him now that he's got his actual grinder and everything.
Yeah, dude, go for it. It came out great, man. But I get a stainless.
Dude, it's really nice, like carrying a fixed blade every day. Like I've been doing it lately. I finally got the ideal position on my Ulta clips to like hold the knife so it doesn't stick too far out of the pocket and it stays balanced. And like, dude, I don't know. It's just convenient to like grab it, use it, pump it back into the sheath,
I've carried, not right now since I'm traveling, but I have carried a fixed blade every single day for the last 6 months.
Oh, wow.
No, not every single day because I'm not carrying one right now, but predominantly I carry a fixed blade, whether it's been my Mastranza fixie or my 2 Eat the Knife Freak fixies every day since Blade Joe, basically.
Damn, that's serious.
Yeah, I got used to them and I love them.
When I leave the house, I usually throw on a neck knife at least.
Yeah.
Like this little guy.
Nice. Yeah, dude. It's when I carry my pocket fixed blade, I'll pair it with my slip joint,
Yeah.
So I'll pull the slip joint out around like polite company, and then when I need something to actually use, I'll use my fixed blade. But dude, it was I mentioned this before. I think it was on Stevie's. No, I can't remember who's live, but like talking about not handing knives to people. I was at a car event on Saturday, and it was a dude's birthday, so they like got a cake, and people were all like, "Oh, does anybody have a knife?" And my friends who know me were just like, "Sharif has a knife." I'm like, "No, I don't. Nope. I'm not gonna hand my knife to you people." Like at all. Not even for cake. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, dude.
I like when people ask if I'm wearing this this neck knife, because it's a little.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me bigify you real quick. Show that thing again. That's nice.
I like seeing people's reactions when I just pull that off my neck and hand it to them.
That's kind of big for a neck knife, but it's kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's not as heavy as it looks.
I mean, it's got like good milling and the weight relief. So yeah, I can see that actually being on the lighter side. Okay, sir.
Very cool. Dude, I messed up. Like when I sent those fixed blades to Stevie, I didn't know Steven was into the fixed blade Elementum, or else I would have tossed it in the box so you could check it out. I have one.
Oh yeah.
It's good, man. It's slim. The only thing I don't like about it is the clip that they use to attach it to the belt. That thing's too bulky, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at that, and then there was another one that Civivi just I was just looking around like the $60 range for something to throw. I've got a bunch of like fixed blades in like a hunting pack and my archery pack and stuff, just like Walmart sharp ones like Callus and whatever. And they're just all really, really soft steels that like you use them for one season and then they're completely just gone. There's chips all in the edges and you got to reprofile them. So I was looking for something a little bit nicer that's going to hold a little bit better edge over time. But.
Dude, yeah, the is the fixed blade Elementum the one with like the little segmented like inlay, or is it I thought they did like a full size one.
They have two. They're both full size, but one is wooden handles and the other one's G10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're really nice. It's a really good size. They're not too expensive. I want to say they're like 65 to 80 somewhere in there, depending upon what time of year you pick it up and if there's sales and stuff. But they're just, I mean, it's just a bare bones kind of like basic generic, but it's like a tried and true. It'd be really easy to do some feathering. It'd be really easy to like, if you needed to, you could baton with it. It's got a decent tang on it, so it's nice.
My bad. I was confused.
Kaiser's got some really cool looking fixed blades.
I was confusing it for this guy, the mini Elementum.
Oh, yeah, the mini Elementum. Nah, man. Look up it's an older model. It came out like a year ago.
Yeah, mini Elementum's cool, but that's just too small.
Yeah.
That's what I got rid of. I had a Civivi Minimism, and it got replaced by the Civivi Circulus, but they're like the same friggin' thing, and I got rid of it. It was too tiny, man.
This one's pretty tiny too.
Oh, dude, how do you like that thing?
I mean, it's good for lightweight neck knife. Like,
I was really tempted by that guy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, genuinely.
It slices like all hell, but just 2.5 finger hold.
Yeah.
But
that was my only.
Given how small the handle is, it's not the most comfortable grip, but I mean, for just a little neck knife, it's not bad.
Steven, there's a right fixed blade. It's just a little bit outside of your price point. I'm trying to pull up the model right now. I have it saved on Amazon because like I've really considered pulling the trigger on it like a bunch of times. But every review of it, every person who's ever handled it has said really good things. I mean, if you're looking for something that's not like a Mora,
Yeah.
I'm trying to go through my Amazon shit right now. But like, dude, it got on my radar because of Dutch bushcraft knives, and they were like, dude, for the price and what this knife is, it's actually like pretty damn awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know though if it may be too big. Also, you'll see it once I find it.
I mean, I've got like, I hate to admit it. Well, I don't hate to admit it, but I've got like a oh, what's it called? The Gerber Strong Arm,
Yeah,
which is I believe it's just a D2 deal and comes through. But the Elementum was D2 too, I think. But it's fantastic. I've beaten that thing up. I've had that since I was in high school, and that's been a good one to hold up to. So I'm not too worried about like how big it is.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This is the guy. Comes with a wannabe Ultra Clip kind of thing, plastic sheath.
So, can I ask Steven a question? Like, what did you use the Gerber strong arm on? Like,
so the first trip I ever used it on, we had a group of us who we were headed up. So I'm from I'm originally from the southeast part of Washington in like the Tri-Cities region. It's a desert, and there's the Blue Mountains not far by. And so we went to, it is a desert, Stevie. Yeah, it's like desert. We went to the Blue Mountains for a winter trip, and we just like packed our bags full of stuff, and it was going to be like my camping survival knife. And I used it we had a hatchet. We cut down a tree like with a hatchet, like maybe a tree that was like this thick. And then I used it and batoned with it and like took all the limbs off with it. And then we angled our limbs up over the tree to create like a little shelter overnight. I used it to feather down on stuff. I mean, I beat the heck out of that knife, and it was good. And so, yeah, I saw that one. I was just pulling that one up on a different screen too.
I actually like the looks of that one.
But I mean, I used that strong arm for quite a bit, and it held up. I want something now that I actually know and collect knives. I want something that's not a Gerber strong arm, but like, I can't say anything negative about it. It's been a fantastic knife.
I get you, but I would totally recommend the Mora that I lent Stevie. Check it out. He has it.
I can.
The Garberg.
Yeah.
The
Garberg.
You can handle wood tasks and feathering, all that stuff, man.
Yeah. The Garberg's hardcore because it's a Mora, but like full tang, beefed up. Like I want a Garberg for sure. I have no need for it, but I want one.
Yeah.
that Storm Ridge micarta one, that looks really nice. The green canvas micarta on that Storm Ridge, that one looks really nice, Kyle.
Oh yeah,
I'll have to check that out though, Cheeto. Now that Stevie's got it here.
Yeah,
Go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and use it up, man. Fucking carve some stuff, metal sticks. I don't care, dude.
I've been into micarta so much recently, and I don't even know why, but
like right there.
Yeah, I like that one. It looks nice. I'd be afraid that I mean, I don't know. You don't know. I don't know how. Nitro V is really good. I like that, but I'd be afraid it's too thin. I don't know. I want something to feel like this. I want it just to feel like sturdy in my hand.
Yeah, I mean, for an outdoor knife, that's on the edge of being too thin.
Yeah.
Todd likes the Jaeger.
But I really do like that Storm Ridge. Goondocks, I'm not in Tri-Cities anymore. I was in Tri-Cities. I graduated from Ken Oak High School. Now I'm up in Arlington, Washington.
That's just 15 minutes up the road for me here.
In Washington?
In Washington.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I started reading my book. Sure.
Oh, you did?
Just 15 minutes up the road. I still want to know who the F did that. But,
right?
I got it with me. I pulled it out on the plane. I was dozing off, and I was like, I'm not going to retain anything, so I didn't keep going. But I'm going to try to read it on the way back.
Dude, you're gonna have. I was gonna say you don't want to read that thing before you go to sleep. You're gonna have some fucked up dreams.
I gotta read it, and then I gotta send it to you, and you gotta read yours and send. Blah, blah,
That's
blah.
true.
And then Maddie. I mean,
You got to do a video series and record the audio book.
Oh god.
Or do like interpretation, like do a interpreted dance almost to what the audiobook says of it. You've got like Stevie and Sharif acting it out as characters from the book.
We have to get Maddie to do a audio version of Buttception.
Dude, I really don't think I could read this on my channel and have it stay monetized. Like, I don't think you guys appreciate like how what's the old phrase? Blue these books are. Like
Yeah.
like I'm trying to find. There was one passage, that was just all about
Like Harry and the Hendersons, but with fucking.
Yeah. Like here's the thing.
That's the most cool thing you've ever said, dude.
That's great.
Oh boy. That's exactly what it is.
Like, dude, this one paragraph totally sums up like the contents of the book. All right. I step to the cage and cover his hands with mine on the bars and look meaningfully into his eyes. Whatever spirit mists my brain, I'm still conscious of my dick down below, outstretched towards the cage in front of my old friend. I try not to think about it. Look, Lou, I don't care if you were my best friend. Your mom's a Sasquatch. She's hot, and I'm taking a shower with her. It's the new millennium, okay?
Yeah. Good luck with that book.
Yeah.
With that, I'm gonna call it a night. I got an early morning tomorrow, so I'm not going later. But yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, Sharif.
Always welcome, dude. Thank you for hopping on.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can call it a night. We hit the 2-hour mark,
2 hours already?
Yeah. It definitely has been. So, yeah, why don't we just end it there? On that note, everybody. It's the new millennium. Enjoy showering with some Sasquatches. Thank you, everybody who showed up tonight. Skynet, hi, goodbye.
God.
We love you guys. Thank you.